Hey y'all, this is Keisha from Lorraine's Treats and Things. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today is Sunday, the 24th of August. Just came from church. It's like, I think it's like 5 o'clock or something. I don't know. We had an afternoon service. But anyways, I stopped at Wingstop and got the little 3 chicken strip combo and some Cajun corn. There's my, I took it out the, I took my orange, Lord. Took my corn out the package. Cajun corn. It's a little small. And my chicken strips. That's that hot honey. And some French fries. And I got 2 ranch. And a drink. I have some unsweetened tea. A large unsweetened tea is what I got. Extra, well, I put extra ice in there, but yeah. So I hope everybody's Sunday is going well. Mine was good. Church was good. Today was Women's Day. I just started back going to church, y'all. Trying to scoop my chair up, but yeah. I grew up in Church of God in Christ, and but I just haven't. I don't know. I just stopped going. I just stopped going. I think I was trying to find like a church home or something too. I mean, something different than what I was used to. But, you know, God brought me back to where he brought me to. Holy Way Church of God in Christ. What is it? What's the address? 1725 East Firestone, something like that. I don't know the address by heart, but if you're in the Los Angeles area and you need a church home, you should stop by our church. We got out early today this morning. Service started at 10:30, so, but they ended it like 11:30. Yeah, it was Women's Day today. So people can go home and I'll go get them some lunch or whatever, then come back at 3 o'clock. But they had little refreshments like the first lady made chicken salad, broccoli salad, Caesar salad, fruit salad. This is an array of fruit, not like cream and stuff like that on it, just different types of fruit cut up together and stuff like that. And with some carrot cake, what's those things called? Croissants, little miniature croissants. Some cranberry juice, I think apple juice, and water. Just real simple, something light. So, but the service is nice though. And then yesterday they had the Women's Day little function when we was all at Golden Corral in I think Central City. Not Central City. City of Industry. I'm trying to get in the rhythm and, you know, get involved and stuff like that. Bingo. Well, I'm telling you, I say to myself, I only have one friend outside of my family. I don't hang with people, nothing like that, you know. I don't like mess, you know. Family can keep up enough mess as is. So, and it seems like every time I be, honestly, I've never in my life, like, walked up to somebody and was like, hey, what's up, girl? And then we start being friends or whatever. My entire life since I can remember, every time I get a friend, they always end up befriending me. Because, like I said, I stay to myself. And I used to be such an introvert. I'm still kind of, sort of introvert, but I do like to go places and go out and stuff like that. You know, I just don't like crowds of people, but I will be in a crowd and I will have a good time. But I don't prefer that, you know. But yeah, they will come up to me. You know, I'm the nice girl or whatever. Then next thing you know, they need me like to do things maybe other people wouldn't do because I've become loyal. And I'm like, okay, I could be nice to people, you know. But then every single time, people start taking my kindness for weakness. And then I turn up or just be like, yeah, I don't like the way you treat me. And then they have a problem with it. I don't know if it's because I'm short. And sometimes people think short people will accept anything, or I don't know, my smile, or I'm just nice. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Like literally, I had somebody write me a letter to tell me what a horrible friend they was to me. And they were sorry for being such a horrible friend to me. Yeah. I love hard. And sometimes you get judged wrongly for that. I'm very passionate. And I'm passionate. I do love hard. I have a heart of gold. I'm not the person that will be like chummy, a people's person, all in your face. I'm not like that. My kids are people persons. My sisters are people persons. My brother is, everybody, my mom, everybody is, but I'm not. I never have been. Even when I was a kid. So, I am cool, but I'm also the type of person, don't play in my face, because I can like really go there, you know? And because I've changed a lot. I don't snap as much as I used to. I don't go from 0 to 1 billion real quick no more. You know, but you are who you are. And what's in you is in you, you know? And you try to suppress some things, you know, because you want to be a better version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes people will try their best to make you go there. But you know what, though? I try not to even be around. That's why my circle's so small. Because I try not to even put myself in situations that will make me be mad or annoyed or whatever. You know, I'm different. And everybody can't handle different. People like the run-of-the-mill, the same thing all the time, you know. Want to do what everybody else is doing. And I'm just not like that. Y'all can't even see my food. Let me see. Hey. I'm going to get a good setup, y'all. I just have to work with what I have, though. It's just that, because I got two sides. But anyways, whatever. But, okay, this is better. But yeah, so I'm very cautious. Like, even though we was at the women's thing yesterday and everything, and everybody was getting along, it was nice, mingling, talking, eating the food, whatever. And then somebody had a grievance with the church mother, and the way that the church mother handled it, you knew that's why she's the church mother. It's because the person was kind of angry or whatever, hurt by her, which it really was just a misunderstanding. And the devil thought he was going to come in and show out, but God overtook the whole thing. And it was forgiveness. It was just a beautiful thing to see that people can come together and have disagreements and all the type of stuff like that. And then everybody come to a consensus, and it's water under the bridge, you know? Sometimes, a lot of times, you know, you will feel some type of way about somebody or a situation and not even knowing, because I think a lot of times, I know sometimes I just ramble, y'all, be all over the place, but you will get the gist of it, okay? But a lot of times we think we know what people are thinking, like, oh, they feel this way about me, or, you know, they thought they was going to treat me like this, but guess what? That don't be it at all. It could be an oversight, or overlook, non-intentional, and you thinking it was personal or whatever, and that's not even what it was. And, you know, and I told this person, I don't think that they intended to do that. You know, like overlook them or whatever, or called everybody else's name out and forgot theirs. Unfortunately, that happens a lot, y'all. But there was no ill will behind this particular situation. And I was like, I told you that. But anyway, God worked it out. And somebody stood up, which is new to the church, right? I'm not new to this church. I used to go to this church when my 31 and 30-year-old were, I think they was like, I was pregnant with my son, and my daughter was like 1. Or she was like a baby. Yeah, she wasn't even 1 yet. And I used to go to this church, and she's 31 now, and my son is 30. So, I just haven't like been in a long time. But anyways, this lady, this new member, and she's Caucasian, right? So this is a black church, right? You know, you have some everything up in there. People come in and out, whatever. But she was just like, I just have to say this. I have never seen this before in my life. At no church I've been to, people be fighting, you know, ready to throw blows and everything. And the way that y'all calmed that down and everything came together was amazing. It really was, though. It really was. So that was beautiful. And then everybody stood up. Everybody stood up and say something. So people can get to know you a little better. But I'm just so cautious about making friends, new people in my life. Because every single time, my family know. When I tell you I be good to people, oh my God. Too good. To the wrong people. And I just don't want to be vulnerable. I don't. I can be cordial, but I don't want to gossip. I don't want to be on the phone with nobody talking about the church members. I don't want to do that. So, outside of my family, I have one friend who's like, I always talk about her, Gail, and she's like, I think she's 73, my mom is 69, so she's 4 years older than my mother. And me and her, have fallen out before, but I think I reached out to her first. She explained what she was pissed off about. I explained what I was pissed off about, and that was that. She's older though. I think I usually get along with older people better. Because they've been on this earth longer and they just have a different understanding of me. She's like the only friend. Everywhere she go, she's gonna invite me to go. She want me to know everybody she know. She gonna see about me. This is what I would see about her, you know? But most people, I remember I had this one friend, supposed to be my best friend at the time. Like, me and this girl, like, pretty much grew up together, everything. But she thought she was better than me. And if I would tell her about some place I want to go, she would take somebody else. And then come tell me about it. Because me and her was friends for so long, it was like hard for me to let that friendship go until she stayed with me. She was pregnant. I think she was, let me see, how old was I? I don't know, was I in my 20s? Yeah, I was in my 20s. Well, anyway, she came and stayed with me. I gave her my son's room. And my son slept in the living room. And I let her have my kids' bathroom. She wasn't paying me no rent. And my kids would just use my bathroom. And anybody know me, I don't like sharing the bathroom. I don't. I just don't. But I did a lot for her. And she just always looked down on me. And I don't know. I feel like people always feel, they always want me to do things for them that they wouldn't do for me. They want me to sacrifice for them sacrifices they would never make for me. I don't understand it. But you know, God gives his hardest battles to his strongest people, his strongest soldiers, and I don't know. Sometimes I just like, okay, God, he don't want me with a lot of people. Well, this girl, she's the one who wrote the letter. I remember one time, she in my son's room, laying up in his bed, that I let her use that, didn't pay no rent. Didn't pay no bills, nothing. And her parents was moving, and mind you, me and her same age. Her parents was moving to, I think San Bernardino County, something like that. And we in LA, so she didn't want to go. And they was mad at her because she was pregnant. Like, she was in her 20s. Like, what? But anyway, yeah, so one day I heard her talking about me on the phone like a dog. How stupid I was. Because my youngest daughter's father was abusive. I was some dumb, but I wasn't plumb dumb. Like, you know, he was giving me money all the time, but he did get away with some abuse towards me. The mind is powerful. You weak as you think you are. It's unsweetened tea. It's all right. But anyways, so I had called her And she was like, oh my God, I can't believe this. I'm so sorry. She wrote me a whole letter. And I basically was telling her, like, she need to transition because when she have her baby, she got to go. She's not giving me money. You know, she could save her money and leave, whatever. But the friendship just ended up, I was over it. And then the last straw was, she accused me of sleeping with her child's father. A lot of it, she was a follower though. Wait, y'all, hold on.